A very good afternoon, my dear children. I hope all are fine. Yes, I welcome you back to the science class. Okay, yes. Okay, we have completed how many lessons? 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 lessons, isn't it? Yes, that's it for that. These are the 4 lessons for your half early. Okay, today we are going to revise lesson number 7. Okay, yes, do you all just recall what we have learned? Okay, what's the topic of the lesson? Parts of a plant. Parts of a plant, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Okay, what is this? The parts of a plant. It will be coming for the exam, so just practice the diagram, okay, with the parts. Okay, this is root. The parts of plant is divided into 2 main division. What are they? Root and shoot. Okay, what is root? We have learned the part that grows below the ground. Okay, that grows below the ground is called root, and the part of a plant that grows above the ground, okay, that is called a shoot. Okay, yes, the shoot is the shoot is made up of stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. Okay, and root also has many branches. Okay, listen, the branches spread out into the soil. Okay, the root grows below the ground, okay, which we cannot able to see it. Okay, so the root has many branches. You can see in the picture, this is fibrous root, tap root, different types of roots are there. Okay, and the root has many branches, and the branches spread out into the soil, and the root with all its branches are 2 jobs. What are the main job of the root? Okay, what are they? First one, it takes in or absorbs water from the soil. It absorbs the water from the soil. Second job is to, it fixes the plant firmly to the soil. If the root is not firm, not steady, the plant will die. So it fixes the plants firmly to the soil. Okay, these are the 2 main job of root. What are they? It takes water or absorbs water from the soil. Second one, it fixes the plant. It gives strength to the plant, and it fixes the plant firmly to the soil. Okay, yes, this big diagram will be asked, and for your exam, just be prepared and practice this diagram. Okay, yes, and next we move on to stem. The stem of a plant has its own jobs. Okay, what are they? Branches, leaves, and flowers grow from the stem. You can look at the picture. This is a stem, and from the stem flowers go, from the stem leaves, from the stem buds. Okay, branches, leaves, and flowers grow from the stem, and the stem grows 2 kinds of buds. One kind grows into flowers, the other into branches. Okay, one goes into bud and flower, other goes into new leaves. See, look at this, new leaves comes from this branches only. Okay, new branches and leaves from this. In the second picture you can see, this is the new leaf, and this one is a new flower, flower bud, and this is a flower. Okay, branches, leaves, and flowers grow from the stem, and the stem grows 2 kinds of buds. So how many kinds? 2 kinds. One grows into flower and another into branches and leaves. Okay, and the stem supports the plants. And creepers and climbers. Creepers, example is watermelon and pumpkin. Example of creepers. Climbers, for example, is grapes. Okay, creepers and climbers have stems that are too weak to support them. You have to remember, the creepers and climbers does not have a, stem, uh, stem, 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 stem Okay, it has very weak stem. Creepers and climbers. Creepers and climbers does not have a strong stem. It has a very weak stem, so it cannot support the plant. It cannot stand. Okay, they grow along the ground or take the help of trees or walls or fences, etc. Okay, plants need support, but these creepers and climbers does not have a strong stem. So what does the plants do? For example, a pumpkin. Have you seen pumpkin in your villages? Yes, they grow along in the fences, and it just catches the trees or it catches the walls, and it climbers also. With the help of these things, trees and walls, the plants grow because their stems are weak, which cannot support the plant. That's why it takes the support, or it take the help of the trees and fences. Okay, and they have special stems, leaves or roots. These cling to supports and help the plant to climb. Okay, yes. Next we want to herbs. Herbs have soft stems. What type of stems are they? Very soft stems. But the stems can support them. Example is dahlia and balsam. Okay, example of herbs are dahlia and it's also, it lives only for one season. Okay, lifetime is very short. And some like periwinkle and canna live for many years. These are about herbs. And moving on to shrubs. What are shrubs? Shrubs look bushy because the branches spread out from near the ground, and the stems are very hard and woody. For example, rose. Have you ever seen the rose plant? The stem is very thorny also, and also it's very hard and very woody, isn't it? Yes. That's it looks like bushy. You can look at the rose plant. It looks very bushy, but actually it's not there. Okay, because it has so many branches and spread out. The branches spreads all over the ground, so that it looks very bushy. Okay, and what about the stems? The stems are very hard and woody. Example is rose. And trees, you have seen already well in every place is nook and corner. Trees, what about trees? Trees have a thick stem and a strong stem. And what is it called as? It's called as trunk. Okay, the stem of trees are called as trunk, and the branches grow high and above, making them look like an umbrella. Okay, trees you have already seen, so there's no need for a description about this. Okay, next thing is leaves. It's a very, very important thing you have to learn about this. Leaves. Okay, leaves are different types. Okay, leaves are not in any shapes. According to the plants, the leaves differ. Okay, leaves have two important jobs. The main job, what we have learned, just recall it. Yes, the main job of leaf is to prepare food for the plant, isn't it? Yes. Okay, they make food for a plant. They use water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air to make food. We use gas, kerosene, for example, to make food. For example, gas to cook in the kitchen, isn't it? Then how does the plant make food? With the help of the sunlight, yes? And what's the process is called as photosynthesis. With the help of, without sun, the plant cannot prepare its own food, yes? And it's just you can remember it. This is a formula: carbon dioxide plus water using sunlight food. Okay, without sunlight, the plant cannot prepare its own food. Okay, leaves also help us to plant to take in air. They have pores. Leaves pores are nothing but tiny holes through which air enters, and you cannot see these pores, but you can block them and see what happens. Well, for example, you can do it at home and you can see what is there. If you keep the plants, for example, you keep the same plant into two different pots. Okay, one keep it in the sunlight. Another, keep it inside your house. What happened? After 2 days or 3 days, what you kept inside your house will die. And what you kept outside your house, that is in the sun, it will be very greenish and it will grow. Why? Because you should water also, because they need the plants. Plants need sunlight to prepare its food. Okay, and here also you can see, place a potted plant in the sun, cover both sides of the leaves with Vaseline. Example, the Vaseline will block the pores on the leaves. Water the plant every day. You keep it one Vaseline covered leaves. After 2 or 3 days, the plant will die because it will not get any air, because the leaves absorbs air. Pores. If you spread the Vaseline, what happens? The air will not pass through, so it will die. Okay, to see whether a plant needs sunlight, just same way I told you, isn't it? Put a potted plant in a dark place indoors. The plant will die after a few days, because plants cannot make food without sunlight. Okay, yes. Okay, children. And next is we're going to learn about the flowers. Flowers are the main reproductive part of a plant. Okay, what is the job of the flower? The flower is to help new plants grow from a plant. The job of a flower is to help the new plants to grow. The flowers grows into fruit which has seeds, and new plants grow from the seeds. Okay, yes. Okay, children. Yes, just we have a matching. What is leaves make food? Just recall whatever you have learned it. Okay, leaves make food with water and carbon dioxide. Leaves have holes through which air enters. Some buds grow into branches and leaves. Some stems help the plant climb, and the root fixes the plant to the soil. This is just to recall what you have learned. Okay, I know you have all marked it and you have learned it. We just go through all these things and prepare well for your half-yearly exam. Okay, plant needs sunlight to make food. True or false? True. It is the root's job to support the plant. Whether it's the root's job to support the plant? No. False. The branches of trees grow near the ground. Whether the branches grow near the ground? No, it's above. So this is false. All herbs live for only one season. This is false. Flowers have the job of helping new plants grow. True. Okay, next, should we have a recap or revise the question answers? Which part of a plant grows above the ground? What is a plant part which grow above the ground is called? It's called as shoot. The answer is shoot. Second one, name the part of a plant that makes food. Which part of the plant makes food? Leaves. Answer is leaves. Leaves. Without leaves, with the help of a sunlight, leaves prepare the food, and the process is called as photosynthesis. Okay. What kind of a stem does a herbs have? Herbs are soft stems, isn't it? Yes, herbs have very soft stems. Example of herbs and shrubs are herb example dahlia, and shrubs example rose. And last question is, which part of a plant takes in water? The answer is root. Root absorbs the water from the soil and pass it to all parts of the plant. Okay, I hope you just understood and revise this lesson and prepare well for your exam, and just go through without any spelling mistake. Homework is just learn all these book exercises and the question answers and prepared well for your half-yearly exam, children. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.